Oh, well, Rachel's been talking about spring. I know it's, we're still waiting and waiting, but spring and then summer, and it's going to be here. So we are here this morning with Dr. Lori Sanford, a graduate of Indiana University School of Medicine and board-certified dermatologist. I feel like it's never too early to start talking about and thinking about our skin.
Of course it's not.
No, it's really not. Okay, so you have a free skin cancer screening coming up, and we'll talk about that in a second. But let's go over some of the do's, some of the don'ts, and preventative maintenance, because some of this is just that. It's preventative.
Right, absolutely. So, detecting skin cancers is tremendously important, but there are a lot of strategies to help prevent UV exposure, which are the primary ways that people develop skin cancer later in life. So number one, you just need to avoid the sun. So the rays are the most intense from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so you should seek shade during those hours. We also suggest avoiding tanning beds. Just 20 minutes in a bed is equivalent to several hours out in midday sun.
It's funny how I used to do that so much in high school. I know it was the thing. I look back, the things you wish you hadn't done. It's like, why was I so do that? About that? Was it because it's cool? Because it was the thing? I don't know, but there are other ways around that for sure. And then you talk about if you are going to be in the sun this summer, you need to lather up. Yes.
Yeah.
You need to lather up.
We've got a nice display of sunscreen here, but I think every day in my office, people come in and say, okay, what's the deal? What do I do with my sunscreen?
Yeah.
So what I tell my patients to look for, and really what all people should look for, is an SPF of 30 or higher. Okay. You don't need SPF 100. It's not much different as far as how much sun it protects.
Okay.
You want to make sure you put it on every couple of hours or after you go swimming. So
and this is adults and children, right?
Adults and children, absolutely.
Okay, so really make sure that you're reapplying as well. Are there certain, because I know we have a lot of different kinds here and then over here as well. Is there certain recommendations of like maybe use this one over this one for a certain reason?
Sure. So, sunscreens come in foams and lotions and sprays, sticks and lip balms. And I think whatever you will use is probably the best kind of sunscreen for you. But it's just important how you apply it and how often you apply it.
And then protection as well. I mean, I see a hat, sunglasses, and this little thing here. I mean, it's the little things we can do that can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, well, the skin cancer screening, free skin cancer screening coming up. Tell me about that.
So the American Academy of Dermatology sponsors board-certified dermatologists to put on these screenings throughout the country. So you can go to their website and look up the program. It's called Spot Me. So Hancock County is sponsoring 2 screenings in May and June, and you can see myself, and we will do a quick check over and then make recommendations. Do you need to see a dermatologist, or did you pass the test?
Yeah, well, I think it can be a little tricky. I know, especially in my younger teenage years, you think, oh, I don't need that stuff right now. I'm going to enjoy the sun, and that stuff can catch up with you. I know that there have been a couple of friends of mine in their early 20s who have had to deal with skin cancer and things that they never really thought that they'd have to keep an eye on before, but it can happen so quick.
Yeah, 1 in 5 Americans will be affected with skin cancer throughout their lifetime.
Wow, that's incredible. Let me ask you this. I have quite a few bottles of this kind of stuff in my closet, but I had it from last year. Is there an expiration? Do you need to be careful of, like, is it not as effective after a certain amount of time?
It's a great question. So sunscreen will sometimes be labeled with an expiration date. My recommendation is label your sunscreen with the year you purchased it. Use it that summer, and it's probably better to buy new sunscreen the following year.
Okay, the following year. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put all of this on our website, indystyle.tv, including, again, the information about that free cancer screening as well. Super important stuff. Doctor, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Tracy, on over to you.